never leave that of her. Remember that.
Sir, it's just that the other night she went missing, and I still don't see how she got out.
Maybe we're not clear on this. In case anyone asks, the good doctor never leaves the ground unless it's on official business for the Duke. Got it?
I think I understand, sir.
Enjoy watching history warp as words pass from the lips of one to the ears of another. Imperfectly formed, half understood, poorly remembered. In the years to come, the story of the Crown Killer will be twisted and bent, hammered like soft metal. By some accounts, a monster that had to be put down. By others, a victim of treachery, preserved, because in the end, you found another way. But you'll always remember the truth, won't you? Your truth, at least.
be on the lookout. Something's gotta give. Should've listened to Mom and become a hairdresser. Everyone's gotta die, yeah. But please, not today. Everyone dies.
Is Hamilton in there? How is he?
He's losing it. Yelling nonsense.
Open this door! Anyone caught taking
So let's see. What was it?
and five.
I don't like that. Better have a look. Wonder what I'm dealing with.
him to pieces!
On your command! I've got just the thing for you. Looking for a fight? I'll be wiping off your blood later.
This head of yours is worth its weight in silver!
No use running!
Come to you!
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself. He might be somewhere close. It makes me so nervous.
You can't stay hidden forever! Come on! Won't hurt you.
Or not. He's gonna bleed all the same.
Nothing. Whatever, then.
What? Stop! No mercy!
What was that?
What's going on here?
Stop! Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful. No one knows what's happened. Could be anything. I just gotta watch my own back. Oh, if only something would happen around here. Doesn't have to be a circus. Just some little bit of excitement once in a while.
is he?
He's losing it. Yelling nonsense for hours.
Could you understand any of it?
Something about being attacked by a monster one night. Some beast that wanted to scoop the brains out of his skull.
I see. Keep this to yourself, will you? No need to spread silly rumors.
Of course, ma'am.
Let's find out if I can make him see reason.
Why? They have to know something. Why would you believe?
You're Hamilton? Why did they lock you up? You know something?
I swear, I know what I saw. Hooded. I just caught a glimpse. So much hate in the eyes. As if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key. I thought I could... I don't know. What a fool I was.
I remember my father's workshop. He passed too early. This is going to be tricky.
Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Karen Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just, I used to do such good work, and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me.
What's wrong with you?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the Crown Killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 551.
I've always wondered what your flesh tastes like, my dear assistant. When I catch you, I'm going to take my time.
She's gone. What happened?
Oh, I'm going to have fun with your corpse.
Grand Guard personnel, shift change is at midnight. Miss the boat, and you get another shift, without pay.
I might break your back and keep you alive for a while.
Hopefully it's inside. her assistant's book. I hope this works. It's ready.
Isn't this fun? No, not back to sleep. I won't go. I won't give it back.
Doctor?
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No, someone was poisoning you. But you should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry, I'm going to take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale.
I need to lie down.
Once that watchtower is down, Megan can pick me up.
No thanks. Sickness is still sickness, even when it's wrapped in a silk bathrobe. Holy man.
Hey, who is... I've got just the thing for you.
Looking for a fight? No use running! You're gonna pay for his death!
I'll need new boots after this.
Come on!
Can we leave
I
this
don't have
place
time
yet?
for games.
I don't like it. Ready now?
Yes. Let's head out for the dreadful whale.
What happened?
Hypatia was the crown killer.
That's impossible.
The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her, but there was an antidote, so she'll live. If she remembers the murders, she'll have to deal with that.
And Sokolov?
He's been moved to the house of a man named Kieran Jindosh.
The Duke's grand inventor. Supposedly brilliant.
Another genius. Just what we needed. I need Anton Sokolov, but he's missing. Held by another inventor named Kieran Jindosh, who no doubt wants whatever secrets Sokolov holds in his head. Jindosh is the mad inventor who armed Karnaca with clockwork killing machines, the city where I grew up and trained, where I won the Duke's tournament when I was still a boy. They say the clockwork soldiers are the equal of Karnaca's best fighters now. I'm going to put that to the test. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
Possible the good doctor didn't know she was the crown killer. Maybe she just didn't want to.
You're here.
Hypatia, what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Admire. Thank you. Pick as many of those as you want.
Megan must be up on deck. Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's get underway. Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, harassing people who look like trouble.
You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station.
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Yes, but it's been years.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll see you after it's done.
Corvo, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies. Sarkonis is a land of riches. Yes, some people are poor because they're lazy. It's true that across our capital city, there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. There have always been blood flies. There always will be. It's the way of the world. Things rot, fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, then you pass into nothing. Put that on my tombstone.
Disgusting. Huh.
I've been away from Karnaca for a long time. I need a rewire tool, like the ones used by the Grand Guard. No questions. Clear? Understood.
We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
So a person can't breathe. So
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time, you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge, and snapped against Grand Guard armor. $30, because I liked you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting their aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
I screamed and... It's not common knowledge that traveling by ship horrifies me. It's unnatural. The ocean is a malignant force. Drag us down deep. Organs turn to jelly and our bones settle in the blood. Those poor fools who make their train up waters of the Draconis is a land of tall timber, fierce winds, and deep silver mines. Leave the ocean for those with no one else.
Close my lock before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket. Huh. Let's have a look.
What was it?
Hello? Wake up. He's been choked up.
See Jindash's mansion from here. The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Thing that ever happened to this city. Give me a handful of the clockwork and I'll clean up the dust district.
I don't know. Maybe the tall boys were better from the time of the rat plague. They made people stand up straight.
Times change. If the Duke has his way, we'll have an army of the clockwork soldiers by this time next year.
Put in a request for new boots, and what did I get? A sock. One useless sock.
Sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog walk or something. Of course, now we're all on edge.
I'll be accepting the transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts. shot. There's something unsavory going on. I'm getting good and drunk after this. Jindosh could have stayed at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. All right, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov. Who would build something like this, and why? The space behind the walls.
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Karen Jindosh, but you must know that. Hello? Anyone? I knew I wasn't mistaken. You skulked about for a time, but in the end your animal curiosity got the better of you. I invite you to continue, stranger. Just come up the stairs. Meet with me face to face in the upper hall. Hello? Are you there? I can't sense your weight on the floors or the sounds of your breathing anymore, but it seems like a reasonable guess that somehow you got beyond the inner walls of the house. You're shy, then. So be it. Stretch all your secrets. I'll make a study of it.
So this is how it works.
I know where you are. Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor,
Jindush guy even need us? No one comes here.
I must admit, I'm quite curious about you. You've made it farther than most.
What was that?
Nothing.
Whatever. 2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave. I can wait.
Something stinks around here.
Can you imagine one of them pouring tea? It might take your hand off.
Give Jindosh time. They'll figure that out too.
I always have a use for those who seek to pilfer from my home or who wish me harm. My assessment chamber has plenty of room for new test subjects, and you'll be in good company, since the infamous inventor Anton Sokolov is there now, residing comfortably, much to my amusement.
What kind of sadistic joke is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh.
Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the clockwork soldiers. Quite a dangerous sound. The machine is experiencing uncertainty. Make a note. Remove this playback after the final field test. Increasing assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Configuration A. Adapting to. Playback indicates an older male. At your last moment, the last vision you behold is a work of scintillating creativity, the very pinnacle of invention. Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the clockwork zone configuration. Quite dangerous. Adapting to layout. The machine's playback indicates an older male. Armed. At your last unauthorized vision, behold is a work of scintillating industry. A very pitiful invention. Damage playback. Patched. If the head is detached, identify the enemy as impossible.
Sokolov.
Corvo, only you could have come this far.
Megan helped me find you. We need to leave.
Jindosh has plans for an army of his clockwork soldiers. He can't be permitted to build it.
He won't. I'll be paying him a visit momentarily.
So, you've taken Sokolov. Now what?
It'll be safer in the carriage, Sokolov. Then I owe Jindosh a visit.
Playback for combat protocols. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Overheating. Stop all action. Astonishing! You freed Anton Sokolov.
Wait till he puts on those boots. Sees the surprise I left for him. Idiot.
You've encountered my arc pylon. The electrical discharge from my clockworks makes these obsolete. I keep this one out of nostalgia for Sokolov. Design. Best point detection registered. track indicates...
Hunter to come here.
Oh, 70.
Hold on. Moving.
I really hope you don't fall and die out there. Might be hard to clean up. The smell, you see. I won't let you take him. Sokolov was the great thinker of his time, and now he belongs to me. If you're there, I have to warn you, that area's not safe. Not meant for human passage. Running machine is up.
All right. At least Sokolov is safe. Now for Jindosh.
I suppose Sokolov is now safe and sound. And yet here you are again, back for more. This playback indicates some detection in the acceleration grid. Playback for termination of search.
Barred from the other side.
Charging the magnetic coil. Increasing oil tank temperature. It's cold and mirthless outside the walls, isn't it? Hello? Are you there? Sequence and timing. The pleasure of things set into motion
Oh, the look on his face. Well, who was he expecting, the Empress? What a fool. Wait till he puts on those boots, sees the surprise I left for him.
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Do you feel pride? Anticipation? It seems you found my bedroom. Though I confess sleep usually eludes me, my mind won't stop turning. All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see. I think you'll like what's coming next, stranger. At last, stranger, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
General detection state.
Come out and end this trivial game of cat and mouse. I have important work to do.
Experiencing uncertainty.
All right, enough of this. Come out and face me.
Karen Jindosh.
I wonder who will live here in this place after I've passed from the world. How long will the intricate parts continue to function?
Rear enemy, if this plays. Playback for unambiguous enemy. This plays someone in the machine.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant...
Running search protocol. When this plays, search is underway. Extending exploration of the area. Is underway. The machine is switching out of search. Okay, the machine has detected
something?
Search complete.
Extra diagnostic playback loop. Okay, trigger exploration grid. The machine has completed another full instruction set.
Military profile.
Let's see, transition state. Here, end search. Continue search. Running search protocol. Search playback. Search complete. Switching out of search.
Jindash.
Machine is now relying on audio signal.
Unauthorized presence. Displays of someone eludes the machine.
Combat
The
protocol
quarry
eight.
lost. Playback for combat protocol. Enemy. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Switching to alternative tactical mode. Combat Protocol 6. The machine is overheating. Shut down. Playback indicates criminal profile. The machine should begin scouting the vicinity. Entering combat state. Combat protocol. Playback for execution of foe. At this point, the clockwork is scouting. This indicates the search protocol is underway. Search protocol. Idling. Commence lens refocus. The machine should begin scouting the vicinity. Okay, enemy encountered. Extending exploration of the area. Still searching. Combat Protocol 6.
Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling
Really?
electroshock machine should work now.
You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
People like you can't be allowed to run amok.
You can't have put me through that machine, but... Wait, what does it do?
Second call. General detection state. Running search and playback into combat protocol 6. Okay. Enemy in...
are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
She means she's Delilah's favorite. She can't know that. For all anyone knows, I'm the favorite. Why not?
Is someone there?
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right, there's... the void again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you. You're older. I've seen you.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. We'll discuss Sunday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep. I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me what you...
We were just playing.
Emily, Jessamine, who's here now?
It was her! Delilah's line. She broke it. I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? "15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did. I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is."
Even the void, if only I could do more.
Jessamine? Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Of course not. She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I'll do what I can, Alexandria.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Corvo did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
The Royal Protector has risen. A bad night? Maybe you've been sleeping on goose feathers too long.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory. We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
And splinters made of zirconin umberwood.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed umberwood export to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a Rivercross shell to use it now. Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country I've never visited?
Lady Shersta had money, so she gets the wood she wants.
You asked for it while you still can, stranger. Ah! You don't stand any chance. You think you're so... You're not so proud now, are you? Good riddance.
What's going on here?
This can't be.
Hey, you! Come here! Stay sharp! Look everywhere!
Found anything?
Looking. No, you. Yes.
She sprinkles a powder in their ale. It smells of lemons. And when they start to nod off, she turns out their pockets.
Please take a look around. We have the best wares for discerning guests such as yourself. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? Welcome back. Please, take your time. An excellent choice. Farewell, and do think of us again.
wherever you are.
Did you hear that?
We need to find something. Anything.
I'll be wiping off your...
Let's see how you handle
No use
yourself.
running.
You won't get away!
With me! Hold still!
Let him go! Kneel down to your betters! He's wounded! Let's finish him!
Hey, Dan! Who are you? Stop!
Wait. Where is he?
I know you're here somewhere. Come on! I don't have time for games.
Come on! Won't hurt you.
Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Some changes...
That mass killer? Heard some victims were found half devoured. Blood and shit everywhere.
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Someone's got to give.
Wonder if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer. The Royal Protector, really?
Karnaca, my Karnaca, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the make disgraces traits ye are the law. This is the Duke, must all know my voice by now. A new empress,
Who's there?
Ruler, Delilah called with first of her name. May she reign forever. traitors who question her claim to the throne. Morally, tibia, treasonous nation skulking in the cold, gloomy north. If they want war, we'll give it to them. No matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. Draconis will fight for Delilah to the bitter end.
What's that smell? Is it the fountain?
Yeah, the water gets nasty sometimes. It flows from the fountain to the conservatory basement. There was work being done, so there's a grate missing. Maybe some animal crawled in there and died.
Disgusting. You'd think someone inside the conservatory would complain. First of all, shut up.
I think I just saw something.
This wool, it itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
Conservatory. What do those walls hide? conservatory. Built around the time I left for Dunwall.
So annoying. The smell, the constant noise. At least they keep the curious away.
Our mistress likes them where they are, so you'll have to tolerate them.
Yes, but sometimes I want to smash them into a bloody pulp, just to enjoy the silence.
Is this a riddle? We're talking about the Grand Guard, right? Not the lovely bloodflies.
Of course. The bloodflies adore us. We should find more of the newly dead, so they can make new nests.
Then I agree. But dear Brianna wants us to wait until after the communion. Until she's finished with the oracular sisters. We can't risk raising suspicion now.
Then for now we'll wait, content with the nests we have. This is a fine nest, my dears.
I can feel my power grow. I can hear her voice. I can feel her spirit touching mine. What does she mean she's Delilah's favorite? She can't know that. For all anyone knows,
Oh no!
I'm the favorite.
This was such a fine nest.
Why not?
Jindosh was insane. How does this even work?
I'll find you.
Let me help you.
Find anything? Be careful. He's probably hiding somewhere close.
Parts piled in my workshop, but Jindosh finished some time ago.
The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. The tricky problem.
These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on. If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in... and stay tight as a boiled owl.
I look forward to it. For now, I need your arm.
At least until we have the sisters under control.
So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
Your bullets become blood flies. Nonsense! Who are you? Can you possibly be... Oh, now I... You'll have to be faster than that. This didn't kill him, and you won't either. Smell his blood. Let's finish him. When I killed you, your little girl would be lost. Silver bullets for the likes of you. I stabbed you, old man. Woman! Honor and blood! I'll have your eyes in a jar on my desk! Refrigerate whalebone! Like the aged psychopath you are. This explains why the woman you call Megan Foster has been skulking around. I'll flay the skin off your scalp. Then you... Help me if you can!
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
Brianna Ashworth is dead.
You murdering bastard! You had no right. You couldn't possibly understand what Brianna meant to me.
Just as I doubt you have any idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm.
Perhaps I'll take a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm going to end your reign soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try.
Let me help you.
I don't like that. Better have a look.
Always the one who has to gather moss under a full moon.
My knee feels
Seems like whenever it involves
fresh air
some
really
fruit,
helped.
they always
And the
send me.
calendula flowers.
How many days till the next red moon? Let's see. It was 6? 3?
This so much better.
I'll paint my nails. You should have stayed in your boring little world. That's a trick I could use. Deserve the gift of magic. I want you to bleed. I'll grind your skull into a very fine powder.
I hear you, my mistress. I'm your devoted servant. Yes, yes, yes.
I'll find you, I swear.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
This is only the start. You've pissed all over everything, but you'll pay for it.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, Corvo Atano.
I wonder, if you didn't have hate, Delilah, what would you have?
the assassin died, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Yeah, about 3 more hours.
Hey! Who are you? Impossible! What? Ooh, someone there. Yo, you get her!
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Whatever happened in Dunwall was a long time ago, Megan.
I wish it felt like that. Seems like yesterday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
"3 years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back-alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale, beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me."
mind is finally clearing. Now I can return to my work here, helping those who need it the most. What can I say about what you've done for me? Saved me from madness and worse, from giving in to a life of sadistic brutality. How could I ever repay you for that? Given who you are and what you're in Karnaca to do, I can only say good luck. The city, the country, the empire, everyone is counting on you. I'll send something special for you, by way of courier. I hope it helps.
Megan can take care of herself. Listen, Megan is out in the city, but I'll explain.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first, through a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Howlo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Howlo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house.
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Coming back here, seeing it changed, run into the ground. Some people have reach beyond others. The old Batista neighborhoods, full of mining families, called the Dust District now.
What's that?